No, Colin Powell was a statesman who, wow, what a fucking title, dude. Colin Powell, trailblazing soldier and statesman who made the case for the Iraq invasion, dies of COVID at the age of 84. Yeah, made the case for Iraq invasion, as in very publicly lied to leaders of the international community, okay, about Iraq having weapons of mass destruction, which was a complete fucking fabrication, complete lie, so that they could justify invading Iraq, which led to, you know, millions and millions of people.
But how did he know that they had him or didn't have him?
Well, because it was faulty information. It was like not even workable intelligence. It was just like completely. Watch Vice. I know you guys like watching movies and shit.
I like Vice. I just think sometimes they're kind of
No, not Vice News. I'm saying Vice the movie by Adam McKay.
Oh, okay, because Vice sometimes they're kind of off the handle. And I think do you like Vice?
I like Vice. I mean, I like Vice, and sometimes I don't like Vice.
See, I like the very informative stuff. I like when they're very like under the point and they're investigating stuff. That's what they do good. I think what they do bad is when they're all their drug shit is kind of weird. Like all of the like mushroom shit is kind of weird. It's I don't know. It's not the best.
He thinks it's Vox. No, Vox doesn't do like a lot of mushroom drug shit. I think that's Vice. Vice does that. No. But yeah, no, Vice used to be really good. Like their old stuff, you would not be able to show on stream. Like they used to they would just do like insane documentaries about like crocodile in Russia.
Oh yeah. I saw it old Vice. Now Vice is more tame. They've tamed a little bit.
Yeah.
I want to get Dave's chicken.
Yeah, it's the best.
I love Dave's chicken.
I eat it every day. Like, I mean, not every day, but whenever I order food instead of making my own, that's what I do. That's what I eat.
Oh, I love Dave's chicken.
And you just push everything. Everything here is just like unimportant at this point, you know?
Damn. Okay, well, continue on.
Anyway, so Colin Powell, who's being written about very nicely here, who is the former Secretary of State and the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. He died from COVID complications at the age of 84. So he was vaccinated, but he also had like, I think some kind of cancer. I forget what it is. And he had a weakened immune system following struggle with multiple myeloma, a cancer that directly affects the body's ability to fight infections. So despite the fact that he was vaccinated, he still died at the age of 84 from COVID. And regardless of how the media is choosing to celebrate him and his past and his history, the real momentous occasion was when Colin Powell straight up fucking lied to the entire planet about yellow cake and weapons of mass destruction.
Oh, is that where the meme comes from? The normal meme? Or like, oh, somebody died, but you can't make fun of the dead or whatever?
Yeah.
Because it's bad. Okay. Well, I think my take is like, if you're news, you report whatever. And
yeah.
I don't think that because you don't say bad things when somebody else dies, it doesn't mean that you also have to say nice things either. I think if you're reporting, you can be neutral about it, right? And just say, this person has passed away, right? And not say, this person who this that has passed away. I think being neutral about it can be pretty good, no?
Yeah, I mean, news can be neutral, but there is also a lot of power in that neutrality. Like, for example, if a really horrible monster dies and you don't actually cover the monstrous actions that they took, specifically war crimes, for example, well, then you're kind of running cover for them. And the thing I always talk about is that people regularly do this for people in positions of power. Fuck, I hate these like.
Okay, how about this? How about that? How about this?
Here.
Let's say, right, that this happened to me, right? And you could say boom, 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 and then you'd be like neutral, and you say who was known for his controversy, and controversy is in blue, right? And then you would click on it, and it would link to the things, the articles, whatever, that are these things, but you don't have to slam it in there.
How many people have you murdered? How many deaths and destruction are you responsible for?
Well, none, but
exactly.
You have a reference that leads to that. But other than that, you can just say like the bad things and blue, and then you click, and then there's articles or whatever. But I think on it is kind of weird, regardless of who it is. I think on it, you know, like
I think you're a Twitch streamer, so obviously when it comes to like Twitch streamers or when it comes to like regular entertainers or whatnot, unless they've done like horrifying things, remembering them and like remembering them in a positive light is fine. But if it's like someone who is monstrous like George H.W. Bush or monstrous like Donald Rumsfeld, who was also responsible for a lot of the death and destruction in Iraq, for example.
Well, what about someone like Michael Jackson?
Someone like Michael Jackson? That's a good question. I have no good answer for that one because that's like super controversial, but also incredibly important figure. Ultimately, I care about the politics of it. Like I care about the political people. And not necessarily like celebrities. I don't give a shit about.
Yeah, okay. But I understand that you know the extent of the damage of this person, and then you can quantify whatever it's justified or not to be like that. I just like sometimes people go through hoops. As long as things don't go, I'm like a very. I need to stop doing that. I'm a very slippery slope person. I think very slippery slope. So whenever I think, oh, somebody did that, then open the doors for everybody to do it, and everybody does it like across the board, you know. But if something is really, really bad, I guess you can kind of like declare what they did, and if it's bad, it's bad. You know, you can't really sugarcoat it, right?
Yeah.
Can you text me the Wi-Fi?
Look,
paper?
no, look behind the router. Just like don't unplug me though.
You don't say.
Yeah, that would be terrible, but it's there.
Okay. Continue on to watching whatever.
Desert Storm trading cards featuring Colin Powell. What is this?
Desert Storm.
Oh, they had Operation Americans love doing shit like this. Operation Desert Storm. They had trading cards.
Dude, these should be NFT'd.
Yeah, they switched it over, and that's another fucking monstrous villain that can't believe he just survived.
Dude, imagine that you pull like the biggest monster. Dude, come on, it'd be kind of hype. Even though they're monsters, it'd be kind of hype. You get a pack of cards, you get a bunch, and you pull the biggest monster, like war disgusting Andy. Holy shit!
Dick Cheney.
And foily.
Yeah, no, the Dick Cheney would be the worst one. A Stallion helicopter. They also have a CH-53 helicopter. I mean, this wasn't even a fucking war. The Desert Storm was like nothing. You know what I mean? Here's the scene from Vice. Here, you should definitely watch the movie from 2018.
We've been working with these focus groups and advertising executives to try and sell the war on terror.
I'll reiterate, we are still being recorded, and there still may or may not be clients back behind the two-way.
These guys are pretty sharp. Go on.
There's a problem. The results show that people are confused.
You all support the president.
Dude, how fucking insane is that that's Christian Bale?
What, it is?
Yeah, dude. I mean, he was so fucking good. You had Steve Carell. He's Dick Cheney. This entire movie is about how like Dick Cheney basically fucking nearly damn near single-handedly fucking caused the Iraq war. That's why I'm saying. And it's like all accurate real life events that they're basically recreating. Yeah, vice president, past vice president under the George W. Bush administration.
Doesn't he have his head carved out of stone in the park thing?
Did he? I don't know. I mean, maybe.
No. You know, like
X is giving off happy.
There's a place where there's big stones and they have carved presidents or whatever. Where is that at?
Oh, Mount Rushmore. No, dude. Dick Cheney is a vice president. He's not on Mount Rushmore. No. No, there have been no new presidents on Mount Rushmore. That's funny.
Jesus,
okay. Here.
You hate terrorism.
So they're literally trying, they're focus group testing what kind of message would be better received by the broader American public if they were to go to war in Iraq.
Interesting.
Right now, they're already in Afghanistan, and they're trying to sell the war in Iraq. They're literally like getting together, and they're saying like, how do we fucking get Americans to get excited about going to war in another country?
I have a question. Why do they care what the public thinks? Can they just do whatever they want? That's kind of what they do most of the time, isn't it?
Well,
do whatever they want?
That is a really great question. Do you want those?
No.
Those are yours, all of them. They're yours now.
Oh,
sorry, too late. That's a really.
From your PO box?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, no. Christine's a friend, like Simply Nailogical. She sends them.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she doesn't only send them.
What do you mean?
What does that mean?
What? No,
What
no,
do you mean?
no. It's not like that. Wow, that's another Canadian that you're disparaging right now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, exactly. And who works with the Canadian government? You're going to jail, dude.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, she works
I'm
with.
not going home.
Yeah, she does statistical analysis for like the Canadian government.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Yep. Yep. Jail for you, dude. Yeah, that's right, dude. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so that's a good question. So that is the main difference between a country like the United States of America or Western neoliberal democracies and a country like, for example, China. A country like China, in a lot of these circumstances, is operating in what we understand as authoritarian. So what that means is they're just like, we're going to go to war here, we're going to go to war there, and they basically unilaterally decide, and the public doesn't really have a say on it. There's really no mechanism outside of like outright revolution or something like that to be able to combat a system like that. In a country like a Western neoliberal state like the United States, they still have an authoritarian attitude, especially as it pertains to like going to war, or especially as it pertains to shit like this, right? They still are going to do it regardless, but they try to sell you on it. So they try to like massage the idea that like, you came up with it, you know?
All them.
Like, come on, this is a good idea. You came up with it. You democratically decided that this is good,
All
right?
makes sense.
So that's the main difference.
Okay, but what if people are mad? What do they do? They're gonna protest. They're gonna get mad. They're
And
gonna
they
riot.
did.
Yeah,
And
but
they
What do you
did.
do though?
And it doesn't matter because then the police come in and they fucking say, shut the fuck up. This process is known as, well, before the police, the process that the media engages in. And like the New York Times is responsible for this as well, like advancing the lie and not being skeptical, is called manufacturing consent.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm
Oh,
trying.
yeah, your mom said it. Manufacturing consent.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What's up, fam?
Can you mute it real quick?
Sure.
A whole year. Whoa. Less than 3.